Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. We're doing a Sephora haul try on today. I'm so excited. I bought too many goodies. I bought too much stuff at the Sephora sale, but you know what? I am use this as an excuse to treat myself because I have not been buying a ton of makeup recently, trying a ton of makeup or anything like that. So I use this 20% off as an excuse to buy some new goodies that I had my eye on and some older goodies that I have been wanting for a while that I didn't need at all, but they have been on my wish list and I thought what better time to pick them up than right now. I am not going to be talking about every single item that I picked up at the Sephora sale because that will be in my haul video that I'm going to film after this, but I should have already put it up the video before this, so I will have that linked in the item down below in case you missed it and you want to see everything I bought at the Sephora sale, because this is just the makeup-y items that I am able to apply to my face and try them on for you guys right now. So if you're curious about anything else I bought, or you just like a good old-fashioned haul video, because I myself know that I do, that is already up for your viewing pleasure. The first thing that I picked up is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 Matte Palette. I had to, you guys. I didn't have to, but I love Patrick Ta's matte formulation so much. It's one of my favorite matte formulas ever. So when it came out with an all matte palette, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need that. This is the box that it comes in, and then this is the beautiful, stunning palette. I really like the update to the packaging, so it's not super reflective and shiny, and you can see all of your fingerprints and all of that. I'm sure most of you guys know what this looks like, but it just looks like this, all of the matte shades. Oh, this is absolutely stunning. I'm so excited. I didn't mean to already mention, but I'll mention it now, that some of these products I've gotten a chance to try just off camera in my everyday life. I wanted to like give them a go. So you won't be getting like my final thoughts on those products because I still do need to test them out, but you'll be getting more updated thoughts and just like first impressions. But some of them I have not tried, and this being one of them. So we are going to get started with this beautiful palette. I love that they have the warm tones on top and the cool tones on bottom. I think I am going to stick a little bit more with the warm tones today. It's going to match like the blush and stuff that I have to use later on. So I think we're going to start off with this shade right here on a Referral 16, and we're just going to pop that into the crease. I imagine this will be, yep, a very beautiful transition shade. And honestly, we're gonna just keep going down the line. So I'm gonna take this one, this one, this one on the outer corner, and I'll probably put this one all over my lid. That's my envision. So with the Referral 01, we're just going to pack that next shade on the outer corner. Not too much difference in the first shade, but definitely a slight difference, which is good. I mean, that's the whole point of the gradient of this palette. I wiped off my brush, and with that same Referral 01, we're just going to the next shade, just packing on the outer corner. There's a little bit of kick up in the pan with these mattes, but nothing terrible, and I'm not getting fallout on the face quite yet. I did prime with my NARS Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. I don't think they make that anymore, guys. I think they discontinued it, which is such a shame because it's a really, really good eye base. So I'm gonna like savor the last little bit I have of mine, but it's in my project pan. The project pan I kind of abandoned, and I'm gonna use it up. I will be sad when it's gone though, I'll tell you that. Okay, all of these are blending together like a dream. They are really pretty on the eyes. They're definitely having that gradient effect on my eyes, which is exactly what I wanted. And the thing I like about Patrick Ta's mattes is they don't get patchy on my eyes. Every eyeshadow palette gets patchy on my eyes, like no matter what it is. It's not the palettes, it's my eyes. It's like the skin on my eyes. But even like you can see right here in the corner, it is getting slightly patchy, but nothing terrible. Like this is probably one of the best formulations patchiness wise that I own that doesn't patch on me. Next up with the Referral 13, we're gonna take that deepest brown and just pack that on the outer corner just to deepen it up the most. And it's definitely giving it some depth. You can tell the difference between the two eyes, which is exactly what I wanted. I do wish this last deepest brown was a little bit deeper. I know they have this one over here, which is the cream, which is like a really deep chocolate rich brown, but I don't really use these two creams ever, even in the other two palettes that I own from him. So that's a little bit of a bummer. That would probably be my only qualm. I know I have the black that I could go into if I want to like really deepen something up, but I prefer for like my skin tone and all of that, just a dark brown. I just think it's less harsh on my skin than a black shadow would be. But you know, he's the makeup artist, not me. So I'm sure he thought the color choice through. But you know what? This is definitely providing some depth that I wanted and needed in this look. So even though it's not like a super dark brown, it is getting quite dark, which I enjoy. All right, lastly, we're going to take this shade right here and put that on my lid to cover up the blank space. Did anyone else start singing Taylor Swift in their head? Because I did. On a Referral 21, we're just going to pat this on. Ooh, that is pigmented. I like that though. A lot of times light, creamy, my skin tone color shadows are not pigmented and they don't really show up. And then it's like, what's really the point of putting them on? You know what I mean? But that's pigmented, which I really, really like. That is giving the perfect like ombre effect. I love that. Okay, just going to clean up a little bit. All right, and that is the eye look. That is really pretty. I like that a lot. I feel like with this palette, you probably can't get a ton of different looks just because it is all matte, and me personally, I don't have the creativity enough to really do anything but maybe a look like this. I did see Stephanie from Babs Beauty recently do an all matte halo eye, and I don't know if I would have ever thought to do that, just because with a halo eye, you usually put like a shimmer, like a lighter shimmery shade in the middle, but she did an all matte one in one of her recent videos, and it was stunning. So I definitely want to give like a halo-y eye sort of a go with this palette. And then I'm super excited to get into these cool tones. I love cool tone makeup, so I have a feeling I'm going to love these shades as well. But so far, I think that this palette is everything that I was hoping for it to be. I used half the shades other than like the 2 creams. So I used quite a bit of the shades and I'm impressed so far. But let's keep this train moving because we got a lot of products to try. This might be a really long video. For primer, I just got a mini of the Makeup Forever Hydra Booster Step 1 primer. I got it with Sephora points. I figure I would give this a go. Why not? Technically part of my Sephora haul. Ooh, I was not expecting it to be this like orangey sort of shade. I don't know why. I was expecting it to be white, like a lotion, but it's not. It's more jelly. Interesting. It's supposed to be really high. Ooh, that smells really good. Almost perfumey. So if you don't like scents in your like makeup products, probably skip this. But ooh, I really like the smell of that. And it is nice and like jelly. That's a weird consistency though. Not what I was expecting. Like I said, I was expecting a lotion, but it's rubbing into the skin nicely. Ooh, okay. That feels like hydrating without being too oily or greasy. Like I feel like if you just need a little bit of hydration on your skin before makeup, this could be a good option because it gave my skin a little bit of a glow, but nothing like too oily or greasy. Okay, I wasn't expecting to really like this. I was just gonna try it for funsies because like I said, I got it with points, but I really like that. For foundation, I'm gonna try the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. And this I picked up the shade 1C1 Cool Vanilla. It's like vanilla with an E at the end instead of an A. So vanille? I don't know, guys. Anyways, this is not the first time I am trying this product. I've tried it 2 other times before filming this. I don't know how I feel about it. I picked this up because Jessica Braun really likes it, but I think I came to the conclusion that her and I probably just don't like the same complexion products. She has way less to cover up than me. Her skin is beautiful and she doesn't have all of this redness going on her skin most of the time and like acne scars and active acne. My acne has gotten way better, thankfully, but I still have like every once in a while some acne like on my chin and cheeks and stuff. So this just doesn't really seem to cover it up well. It is really pretty on the skin, like she said, but it's just not my favorite. It is a really thin formula though, which I do enjoy. And this color match is pretty good for me. So I do like the consistency because it is super thin, like I was saying, but I don't know. I just don't think I like the coverage. Pretty much everything else I enjoy. I just feel like I have to really go in with a concealer afterwards, especially down here and on my chin to get the coverage I like. And I'm not super full coverage anymore. I used to only like full coverage, but I'm trying to embrace, you know, the imperfections in my skin. So I don't mind a medium coverage. I really don't. If it covers enough, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to cover everything, but I still want it to cover enough in my opinion. And I just don't know if this one quite does. And so far it seemed to wear nicely. Not like the most best long wearing foundation, but it hasn't been terrible. So this is what it's looking like on my skin all blended in. I just can see like the redness still peeking through, which I personally don't love. That is my biggest insecurity when it comes to my skin, is all the redness in it. But like I said, it looks nice. It blends in nicely. I do think it emphasizes the dryness on my nose quite a bit, but it doesn't seem to like go into my smile lines or the lines on my forehead that are starting to form. Don't love that. Guess that's what that means to be 30. But yeah. Not like the worst foundation I've ever tried, but definitely not a favorite right off the bat. But I will keep trying it, keep you guys updated. I don't hate it, so that's a good sign. We have a little guest, Mr. Scotch. He had a really rough vet visit last week. I will probably talk about it in like an upcoming chit chat, get ready with me. I feel like I've got a lot of things to update you guys on. And it was rough. I'll let you guys know, but he's been really hanging out in this room a lot. I don't know if it's like the only place he's feeling comfortable in right now or what, but hi, Bubba. Hi, Butterscotch. Hi, I love you. All right, next up for concealer. I am so excited to try this concealer. The hype is real. The hype has been real on this baby. Like, a lot of people have been saying how much it's amazing, and a lot of people were saying that about the Natasha Denona concealer, and I really don't like that one, so I'm hoping I like this one instead. And it's from Tower 28, their serum concealer. I picked up the shade 2.0 BU. I'm not entirely sure what the BU means, but it's supposed to be like a really serum-y, hydrating, nice concealer. I don't know, that's really all I got from different reviews on it, but it looks good. It looks like a good color match. It looks like it's going to be thin but have coverage. So let's just try this out. I'm going to put some on my under eyes. Oh yeah, that is a good shade. A little yellow, but that's okay. I don't really know how much to use of this. Okay, I am going to put a little swipe here, a little swipe here. I have heard a lot of people saying that they like this enough to use it as foundation all over their skin. Like, that's how pretty it is. So I have high hopes, high hopes. Let's blend this in a little bit. I'm going to let it sit on my under eyes. Ooh, okay, that's some good coverage. Okay, let's blend it out under the eyes, see what it's all looking like. Okay, okay. All right, that's looking good. What's going on? Look at this cutie. Oh my goodness, hello little girl. Did you just wake up from a nap? Hi. Hi, look at the camera. She's like, no guys, I'm not gonna do that. Hi baby. Are you looking at yourself in the mirror? That's what you're doing, aren't you? Look, you can look at yourself in the phone. You love mama's phone. She's not having it. I know, you're probably hungry, huh? Daddy, go feed you. Okay, back to the concealer. This is looking really pretty. I will say I just was cheesing hardcore because Ivy came in, and I always cheese hardcore when I'm around her. And it's definitely creasing quite a bit, if you can see here. But I haven't set it down. And I never don't set my concealer ever. I can't, clearly, as you can see. But I feel like this is providing a pretty good amount of coverage, and I think it looks good on the under the eyes. It is hydrating, like everyone's been saying. It doesn't look like it's going to emphasize dryness. Again, we'll have to see what it looks like when I do set it down, because sometimes concealers can look really pretty without being set, and then when you set them, they just dry up like the Sahara Desert. So we will see in a little bit when I do set that. I am off camera though, gonna go ahead and apply some cream bronzer. I'm gonna use the NARS Laguna 01 cream bronzer, my favorite cream bronzer ever. And we will come back and we have some cream blush to try, so be right back. Okay, doke, for blush, I got sucked back in to these blushes. I've tried them a couple years ago, didn't love them, but I got sucked back in because they are blowing up on social media. The Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Matte Liquid Blush. I picked up the shade Bliss. I kind of wish I would have got the shade Hope, but Hope is a little bit deeper, more rosy of a shade. Bliss ends up being way more peachy on my skin than I was anticipating. This is another one that I've tried. It's pretty, it's pigmented, but I don't know. I wish I would have got Hope, but I didn't want to exchange it. I also did have a little bit of qualms that I thought Hope might be a little too dark on me. So like I said, went with Bliss. I like to apply this from the back of my hand and then apply it with a brush. I tried it dotting it on my cheek, and it just didn't blend out as well as when I do it this application. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator. I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush and tap this in. So I have tried these in the past. I was really lucky that I got a box of Rare Beauty makeup when they first launched a couple years ago from Influencer, whatever it's called, in PR. And that was before they extended their shade range, and they had like way darker, deeper colors. And I ended up trying, I don't remember the shades now. You can type on my channel if you want Rare Beauty, and those videos will pop up. They're from like 3 years ago. So be very kind to me if you decide to watch them, please, because I did not know what I was doing back then. I mean, I still kind of don't, but they're probably a little rough to watch. But anyways, I did not love this blush formulation because it just was too pigmented, and I really did not enjoy creams back then. I'm getting more into creams now than I was back then. So I just kind of chalked it up to, oh, I don't like those blushes. They're too pigmented. They don't blend out enough for me, blah, blah, blah. And I just have not tried them in years. So like I said, I got sucked back in. I don't hate this. This looks really pretty. The first time I used it, I think I maybe used too much. And like I said, when I dotted on my cheek, I did not like how that applied. I thought it applied it way too pigmented and it didn't blend out enough. It was like patchy almost. And that's looking really pretty. If I just like really get it in my brush and then lightly tap it on my cheek, that is looking really nice. I just think it does look a little more peachy than I was anticipating, but it is a really pretty pink sort of shade. So yeah, I don't really know how I feel. Do I need more? I think I might need a little bit more. I probably don't, but I'm gonna get a little bit more. That was way too much. I think I do need to keep trying this before I fully decide my thoughts on it. I like it, and the one time, I only tried it one other time besides this video right here. The one time I did try it, it did last a long time on the cheeks, so that was nice. And I feel like if you are someone who doesn't like to put powder blush over a cream blush, this would be really good for you. This is the matte formulation. They do have more dewy ones. I do not own that, but like I said, it is looking pretty. So yeah, I'll have to keep you guys updated on this. I'm liking that more than I did when I tried it the other day. Off camera, I went ahead and set my face down with my Amicole loose setting powder. I went ahead and set under my eyes and then my T-zone and then up here. So my cheeks are still unset, like the perimeter of my face. I think the concealer set down nicely. Yeah, it doesn't look too dry or anything. I don't think it's super full coverage off the bat. Maybe I need to let it sit a little bit longer before I blend it out. That helps with coverage. But it's definitely covering up quite a bit of my under eye bags, but it's not full coverage by any means. I definitely can still see some of the blueness peeking through, especially on this eye. Maybe I don't know what happened there. This one definitely looks better than this one in my humble opinion, but it set down really nicely. So that's a good sign, and I'm excited to keep trying that concealer out. We got another blush. This is so bougie. I never thought I would own anything from this brand, but here we are. It is the Givenchy Prism Libre blush. This is the one with like the 4 different colors. I ended up picking up the shade 4. Organza Sienna, I believe is what it's called. It just looks like this really pretty orangey sort of blush, and I am excited to try this out. Babs Beauty and Jessica Braun were the ones. Oh my gosh, look at this little baby puff. I would not use this, but that's cute. Jessica Braun and Babs Beauty was the one who got me interested in these blushes. Very unnecessary, didn't need it at all, but I thought like a loose powder blush, that is cool. I don't think I own any loose powder blushes. I do have the Bare Minerals loose bronzer, which is just cool. It's just a different sort of formulation than normal. Hi, Butterscotch, she's back. But it's like a loose powder that has 4 different colors, and you just, I guess I'm gonna tap some out, and then I saw Jessica Braun say to do this, so I'm gonna tap some out onto the back, like into the cap. I don't know how pigmented this is. So you can see there that it's all different colors. And then I think I'm gonna try to like pour it back in here. I don't know how to do this. And then she said to like shake it up a little bit to help combine all of the shades and the colors together. So, oh, that got a lot. Okay, well, I just made a mess of that blush. Great. Probably shouldn't have shaken it that much. So it seems like a really softly milled powder. Ooh, okay. The reason that I wanted to try this, that got me, was that they said it had both of them said it had a little bit of glow to it, which I am into more glowing makeup these days. So I'm just going to like get what's on the cap and like mix it together on my brush. Does this have a smell? This has a scent. Interesting. Like a perfumey sort of scent. I don't know why we needed that in a blush, but that's fine. I'm just gonna top it on. Obviously I have the Rare Beauty blush underneath, so hopefully this doesn't, like hopefully you can still see the Givenchy blush. I think I see a difference, right? Oh yeah, I definitely see a difference. Ooh, this is pretty. I don't know if I see a glow. It definitely looks matte on my skin. I will say this is making a mess. And it was like not the cheapest blush out there. So, okay. So this is pigmented. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is definitely pigmented. I also didn't set the Rare Beauty blush, even though it's matte. It's a liquid blush and I didn't set it. So that's probably another reason why this is showing up pretty pigmented on my cheeks. Okay, we're gonna have to tone that down. That's really pretty though, I like it. But like I said, it's making a mess on my table here, and this was not the cheapest blush, so the fact that it's just like falling out all over my table, I don't love that at all, because I feel like I'm just seeing my money in like a powder mess on the table. So I don't love that, but I do like how that looks on my cheeks. I think that's really, really pretty. Do I see a glow now? Maybe I do see a glow. I feel like I do. I don't know, guys. We'll see. I do need to try to settle this down a little bit. I'm just gonna take the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Luminous Perfecting Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent. I got this in PR and I like it. It's nice. I'm just gonna try to put this on top. Try to tamp this down a little bit because that is wild. This does give a little bit of a glow though, which could be a pro or con depending on who you are. I like it though. I think that helped. I think that helped a little bit. Okay, doke. Another product that I did not need, you guys. I did not need this at all, but it has been on my wish list. I've had my eye on it for years at this point. The Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. This baby is just beautiful. It's beautiful. I have not used this yet, but I'm excited to give it a go. It is just beautiful. I don't even know what else to say. Let's swatch these because I haven't even swatched them yet. So here's the 4 right here. We have Strobe White, Strobe Gold, Blush Pink, and Blush Bronze. Doop, 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 boop. Okay, yeah, those are pretty. Those are really pretty. I don't know. I think I want to try to use the bronzer as bronzer. You know what I mean? It looks very glowy, so I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. I don't know. I'll have to give this bronzer a go again because I don't know if that's really doing anything, if I'm being honest. And then for highlight, I just want to mix these top two together just to see. I feel like the white will be too white and the gold might be too dark for me, but mixed together, they might be perfect. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's pretty. This was definitely like a splurge, treat yourself kind of moment. I did not need this at all. I just heard really good things about these powders, that they're like really pretty on the skin. That's really pretty. Okay, I am going to use this little blushy shade though, as if I need more blush right now, right? But I'm just going to tap this like here as like maybe like a little bit of a blush topper kind of thing. I don't know if that's doing anything. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'll have to keep trying this out. I don't know. I'm a little underwhelmed by the blush and the bronzer here at the bottom, but those two highlights on the side or at the top are really pretty. And I feel like this is just going to give like a really nice overall glow. Whenever I use this, I'm trying to look up at the top at the bronzer. I mean, it definitely gave a glow to my face, right? I don't know. We'll see. Was this a big waste of money? It might have been, but I've had my eye on it for a long time. So I'm excited that I finally have it, and I'm going to have to keep messing around with that. Yeah, because I don't know how I feel about that. All right, to finish up the lower lash line, all I did was mix together these two shades and ran it lightly under there. And then I did take this matte white and put it on my inner corner as like an inner corner matte highlight. I like that a lot. I really like that white a lot. All right, next for mascara, I just got another little baby sample size with Sephora points. This is the Cali Ray. I don't like to cuss on my channel, but this is the name of the mascara. Come Hell or High Water Clean Mascara. It says 0 smudges, lash conditioning, argan oil, easy roll off removal. So is it supposed to be like a tubing mascara? Volumizes and curls for real. That's what it says. That's all I want in a mascara is to volumize and hold my curls. So we will see. The packaging's adorable. I've heard really good things about this mascara. It doesn't have my favorite wand ever. It's got more of that fluffy wand and not the spiky like plastic bristly ones that I typically enjoy. So let's try this out. Let me curl my lashes first. All right, I have not tried this out yet. I was not a big fan of the Tower 28 mascara that everyone's been raving about. I didn't hate it, but it just didn't do a whole lot. It didn't hold a curl very well, and I did not think it volumized that well on me. It kind of clumped. So let's see if this one's better. I got it on my upper lash line on accident. I always do that. Okay, this is what it looks like with one coat on each lash set. That was a weird way to say that, on each eye. I think I like it. It's a really wet formula, which also is not my favorite. I usually like more drier formulas just because they seem to build better on themselves without getting clumpy. I don't know. This eye is like my rough lashes. This is the side that I sleep on, so they always look kind of rough. It doesn't look like it's holding a curl really well on that eye, but this one is better. This is my better lashes anyways. I'm gonna put like a little mini second coat on it and see. Yeah, see, I feel like it's getting clumpy. That usually is what happens when you have a wetter mascara. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not a favorite off the bat. I like my Tarte Maneater or even the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow mascara That one is beautiful. I'll have to see how it wears the rest of the day and just keep trying it out. I usually don't know how I feel about a mascara right off the bat anyways. I usually have to try it a couple times, so that's not the end of the world to me. I will keep testing it out and keep you guys updated. And then I think the last couple of products I have to try are from Natasha Denona. I said in my Sephora sale recommendations video slash wish list slash don't recommend video that I put up a couple weeks ago that I wanted to pick this set up. So it's the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Lip Crayon in the shade Natasha. I love her lip liners, so we're just going to line our lips. I have used both of these prior to this video. I am going to fill my lips in with this as well. And then I ended up picking up her Natasha Denona My Dream lip gloss, also in the shade Natasha. I ended up wanting both of these because I have the lipstick shade and I love the lipstick shade. So I wanted to have the whole trio to use together. I'm not going to use lipstick today because I've used it 1,000 times. I just want to show off these two new products. I like the lip gloss. I do. It's not my favorite formulation at all. It's not the most glossy lip gloss out there. I do prefer a little bit more shine, a little bit more gloss. But I do like how pigmented this is. Like, it definitely has some color to it, which I do enjoy. And I just really love this shade. That's like the main reason I wanted to pick these two up. I mean, it's pretty, but the lipstick is also a pretty glossy formula. I used all three of them in the past together, and I just don't know how much extra glossiness this lip gloss provides from the lipstick, because lipstick's already a really hydrating, glossy-ish formula. Not glossy like the Makeup by Mario, like lip plumping, like those kind of glossy lipsticks. It's not anything like that. It is like an actual bullet lipstick. It just does have a little bit of hydration and shine to it. So I didn't think that this added a ton of extra shine when I already had the lipstick on, but I do really like these two together. I think that they're really pretty, a really pretty combination. So lastly, I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face with the Cali Ray Surf Proof Setting Spray. I did go ahead and pick up another one of these because I just love it, and this one's almost gone. I do think the key to this setting spray though is to spray it on like this and then lightly take your sponge and lightly dab all over your face. I just think it helps, what is that? I just think it helps melt the setting spray into your skin and give it that extra glow that this setting spray provides while helping it like really set down your makeup and make it last like the whole entire day. Because that is what's so good about this. It's a hydrating setting spray that really does help your makeup last. But I do think this is the key. Maybe not the key, but I think it helps. And that was it, you guys. That was my Sephora sale haul. Try on all of the makeup goodies that I picked up in the Sephora sale. My thoughts on them. I'm not going to do like a whole wrap up at the end of the video like a lot of people do. I pretty much said my thoughts as I was trying them out. So if you've watched the video till this point, thank you. You're amazing, but you would have already heard my thoughts on these products. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on all of these. I plan on filming a speed reviews in a couple months after I've like tried them all and I have the time to really form my thoughts on all of them. But I think my makeup looks pretty. Right now, I like all of them. I just don't know if I love all of them, if they're really gonna all become like holy grails, like ones I reach for all the time sort of things, you know what I mean? Definitely check out my haul video that I mentioned that I put up before this because I have other goodies that I picked up as well. Let me know if you shopped the sale and what you ended up picking up. I am nosy. I love hearing from you guys down below. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome. I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.